Hello, Math Bee. You have tried the practice quiz, and now we're going to quickly go through the answers to make sure you have the correct answers. Number one, it's yes, because it passes the vertical line test. I cannot hit 2 points using a vertical line anywhere on this graph. Number two, no, I see that 2 is mapping to 2 different values. One input cannot go to 2 different values if it's a function. Number 3, yes, all the x's are different, so there's no repetition in the x's. Number 4, pay attention that it says not functions. This is not a function. It doesn't pass the vertical line test. I can hit more than 1 point with a vertical line. Over here, I can hit more than 1 point with a vertical line. Number 5, you should get -4. When I plugged in -3 to the F rule, I got 10. When I plugged -4 into the G rule, I got -14, and 10 plus -14 is -4. On B, when I plug -1/4 into the G rule, I get -6.5 or -13/2. Number 5C, when I plug -2 into the F rule, I got a 5. When I plugged 1 into the G rule, I got a -4, so my answer is -5/4 because I had to divide the two functions. Next page. Remember, you can always pause, go back. You're on a video. A radical equation is going to be that kind of hill look. So that last one is A. Exponential curves very quickly up. That's going to be B. Absolute values make a V shape. So that's going to be C. Y equals x squared. Quadratics make a parabola, a U shape. So I found D right here. And E, that is just a horizontal line, so the first one. Number 7, we have our hours is independent. You can't control time. Our cost is dependent because you can control how much you spend. I plug in my table, got some points. I graphed it. It started at $5 and went up $1.25 every single hour. I labeled my axes. My equation, f of x equals 1.25x plus 5. The 5 is that starting fee, and that 1.25 is the hourly rate. F of 3 equals 8.75. 3 hours at the spa will cost you $8.75. Okay, page 3. Here, I know it's going to be a U shape, and it's shifted up. So the U shape shifted up is the middle one, A. This one's going to be a V shape. It's going to be skinny and shifted up. So that is the first one, B. This is a diagonal line. I only have one line, so this one's obviously C. This is a V shape because of the absolute values. It's shifted right. It's skinny. It's shifted up. So this one has to be D. This one is quadratic. It's a parabola. It's upside down, shifted to the right. So that last one is E. Here we have a quadratic equation. I know it's going to be U-shaped. It's going to be lifted up 4. That's why I put the 4 here. It's going to open downwards because of the negative. It's going to be skinnier. When I move over 1, I have to move down 1 squared times 2. When I move over 2, I have to move down 2 squared times 2. I have to drop it 8. Okay, write an equation that is not as steep. So I need a number that is in between -2 and 2. I picked -1, so I changed my slope to something smaller. Well, less, closer to 0, I should say. Okay, here we have an absolute value function. I know this is shifted right 1 and has a slope of 1/2, so I went right 1 and up 1 over 2, symmetrical on the other side. Write an equation that would shift 2 units to the left. Well, 2 units to the left, I have to add 2. So I'm adding 2 inside to that -1. So that -1 becomes a positive 1. All right, here, the 1/4 is going to make it 4 times wider. That +7 on the end is going to translate it up 7. On B, the 2 is going to make it skinnier and more narrow. And that -3 is going to be shifting it to the right 3. Here, I wanted to shift it up 3 units from -1. So -1 plus 3 is 2. I wanted to make it steeper, so I had to pick the slope right now is 1. I had to make a bigger number. I picked 2. You can pick anything bigger than 1. Here, shifted to the left 5 means I have to add 5 inside before I square it. 2 units down. I didn't do that correct. If we are going 2 units down from 2, we are going to have nothing on the end. Let's fix that. Because 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay. Opens downward, we have to put a negative number out in front of what we're squaring. And that is it. Again, you can go rewind, go back. Hopefully you had them all right when you tried. Otherwise, highlight what you missed and make some notes on your note card for it. Bye.